This is crazy, man. I see why we need Trump and MAGA. White culture is under attack. What the fuck you mean Louisiana just banned bestiality? What do you mean white people can't fuck their dogs anymore? Are you fucking kidding me? I see why they're flipping out. I see why they need Trump because suddenly we're talking about killing pedophiles. We're talking about banning pedophilia. We're talking about banning bestiality. We're talking about stopping this is insane. Just like that, everybody wants to come to America and cancel white culture. What is this nonsense? Shout out to the 10 Republicans who stood 10 toes down to save white culture, but ultimately they failed. But damn, this is crazy, man. This is crazy, man. I see why we need Trump and MAGA. White culture is under attack. What the fuck you mean Louisiana just banned bestiality? What do you mean white people can't fuck their dogs anymore? Are you fucking kidding me? I see what I see why I see bestiality. We're talking about stopping this is insane. Just like that, everybody wants to come to America and cancel white culture. What is this nonsense? Shout out to the 10 Republicans who stood 10 toes down to save white culture, but ultimately they failed. But damn, this is crazy, man.
This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 18, verse 22. Thou shalt not lie with mankind as with womankind. It is an abomination. But the point and source of this edification is verse 23. Neither shalt thou lie with any beast to defile thyself therewith. Neither shall any woman stand before a beast to lie down thereto. It is confusion. The book of Exodus, chapter 22 and verse 19. Whosoever lieth with a beast shall surely be put to death. Shalom, shalom, shalom. This is your brother Kahan from the GMS Prophetic Vibration Camp here in Trinidad with another edification through the power and spirit of Yahweh Ba'asham Yahweh Shai. First and foremost, Kal Halayam La Alahayanawa Yahweh Ba'asham Yahweh Shai Ba'asham Rakaha Kodash Barakata Yahweh Barakata Yahweh Shai Barakata Yahweh Barakata Yahweh Shai Barakata Yahweh Barakata Yahweh Shai. Double honors unto the apostles, the bishops, the elders of Great Millstone that rule well. Salutation unto the brothers who preaching and teaching the truth throughout the four corners of the earth, risking their lives and their freedom to do so now more than ever. Shalom unto the speckled Israelites and shalom unto the very few but faithful Akwat, which is the sisters that listening and learning. So you see why, we will always say Esau will always be Esau. Alright? Esau will always be Esau. Alright? As the scriptures say, I think that Job 14, I think it's Job 14. That scripture does always elude me. If not, if I find it, I will just type it in. I must see from 1 go down. Alright, it's 4. Right, I was correct. Alright. This is Job 14 and 4 where it reads, who can bring a clean thing out of an unclean? No, not one. Yeah, not one, man. Alright, and these people are unclean people. They were made unclean. They were made to be the wicked and to do wickedly. Alright, so you can't get away from that where these people is concerned. Alright, now as you can see there, the brother, he was just speaking on a sense of this is how these white people, this is how these so-called white people, this is how they react, this is how they act and react, pursuant to their lifestyle and what have you, so forth. He was just speaking as an Edomite. and how Edomites see things, how Edomites see certain things, that may come against their lifestyle. Alright? Now, as you saw there in the clip there, in the state of Louisiana, where some Democrats they pass a bill to ban bestiality, and you had some Republicans that stood up against the bill. You understand? Because as the Jake was rightfully saying, how dare you? This is why we need Trump here. Because how dare you come up against our white privilege? How dare you, come up against our lifestyle? How dare you? Alright, because this is what they do. This is the reason why in the book here, I think it's chapter 20. Job 20, yep. That's not. Let's see. Not 20. It's Job 30 actually. Job 30, now come to me. Job 30 and I will start at 1. Yep. Job 30 and 1. Alright, Job 30 and 1 where it reads, but now they that are younger than I have me in derision, whose fathers I would have disdained to have sat with the dogs of my flock. Why? Why would our forefather Job wouldn't even want these people to sit with the dogs of his flock? This is the reason why.
This is crazy, man. I see why we need Trump and MAGA. White culture is under attack. What the fuck you mean Louisiana just banned bestiality? What do you mean white people can't fuck their dogs anymore? Are you fucking kidding me?
That's the reason why. That's the reason why. Job wouldn't want to even have these people. Right? These people, look, you're seeing them there on the background there. You see these people there? Yeah, these people there. He wouldn't have them sit down next to his dogs because why? They would want to fuck his dogs. Alright? Bestiality is an abomination, a grave sin. And a lot of these sexually transmitted diseases like herpes and syphilis and whatnot so forth. How did you think these things come about? How did you think these things come about that is being transmitted from human to human? No. These things was transmitted from animal to human, where these sick, sadistic fucking people, alright, sleeping with these animals, having sex with these animals, alright, and then going and have sex with their human counterpart, whether it be male or female, alright? Because the women do it too. Alright, the women, a lot of these women, they love these Edomite women, they love the German shepherds. Alright? They love sexual relations with the German shepherds and what have you, so forth. These sick, sadistic people, man. Yeah?
I see why they're flipping out. I see why they need Trump, because suddenly we're talking about killing pedophiles, we're talking about banning pedophilia, we're talking about banning bestiality, we're talking about stopping, this is insane. Just like that, everybody wants to come to America and cancel white culture. What is this nonsense? Shout out to the 10 Republicans who stood 10 toes down to save white culture, but ultimately...
Because 10 Republicans voted against it. Yeah, because they want to continue to fuck the dogs. Alright? And the cats and all these nonsense, all these and they see the German Shepherd. Because they love the German Shepherds. I don't know what infatuation they have with I don't know what is the cause of that sexual infatuation that they have with a German Shepherd, boy. But boy, they love their shepherds. There was a video I had made some years back. I can't remember what the title of that video, But a whole heap of them Edomites in Germany come out in big protests, because they wanted us to ban it in Germany and whatnot, so forth, bestiality, and a lot of them come out in protests and come out with the dogs too, come out with the canines too. These sick people, man. These people are an abomination. We see why these people have to go. You understand? Because we living in a world pursuant to I will come back to the scripture here. Just bear with me. We living in a world which is Habakkuk 1, and I think I will start from 1. Habakkuk 1 and 1. And this scripture speaks of what we actually see and endure, being forced to endure today. Alright? Habakkuk 1 and 1, the burden which Habakkuk the prophet the prophet did see. O Yahweh, how long shall I cry, and thou wilt not hear? Even cry out unto thee of violence, and thou wilt not save. Why doest thou shew me iniquity, abominable works, and cause me to behold grievance? For spoiling and violence, are before me, and they that are raised up strife and contention. Therefore the law is slack. The law is slack, and judgment doth never go forth. For the wicked doeth compass about the righteous, therefore wrong judgment proceedeth. You understand? So this is the situation here. We in a world where we forced to see this nonsense, live amongst these nonsense, because the wicked is an authority. Alright? The wicked is an authority. Job 9:24. Alright? The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. Alright? He covered the faces of the judges thereof. If we're and who is he? Then you go to Daniel. Daniel 4 and 17, where it reads, this matter is by the decree of the watchers, and the demand by the word of the Holy One, to the intent that the living may know that the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men, and giveth it to whomsoever he will, and setteth up over it the basis of men. So when you have men like these, alright, vile, as the scripture say, going back to Job, I have to go to, as I said, I was going back to Job, so let me go back to Job 30, and I think it's verse 8. I will jump to verse 8. Job 30 and 8, where it reads, they were children of fools, yea, children of basemen, they were viler than the earth, which is these people, alright, these Edomites. And when you have people like them, the basis of men, the vilest of the earth, viler than the earth, ruling, alright, you will continually, constantly, vigorously get wickedness being carried out and not being judged. Alright, because the wicked is in rulership. Now tell me this thing. What it is that the Lord put man and woman upon the face of the earth for each other, for pleasure and what have you, so forth. You as a man, you have your wife there, for that comfort and for that pleasure and what have you, so forth, and being able to bring forth and multiply, But you have these people who utter error against the Lord and say, no, a man don't literally have to go with a woman, or a woman don't literally have to go with a man. They could go with the same sex. And if they don't want to go with the same sex, they could go with a dog. This is what these people, fuck me, boy. Hey, wow. Every scripture say, who could make a clean thing out of something unclean? These people are made crooked, so they could never be straight. You understand? These people are made crooked, so you can never make them straight. You understand? There's where it is here. There is the reason why the world is in Psalms 85. Psalms 85. While I go to that scripture. And I think it's 5 or 11, boy. No. Is it Psalm? I think it's Psalms 82 and 5. Yeah, Psalms 82 and 5. I'll start from verse 4. Psalms 82 and 4. Deliver the poor and needy. Yeah, this is what we beg in Yahweh Shai for deliverance. Deliverance out of this wicked place. You understand? There is what it is. Deliver the poor and needy, rid them out of the hand of the wicked. They know not, neither will they understand. They walk on in darkness. All the foundations of the earth are out of course. Yeah. This is the reason why you would get such thing as bestiality being performed upon the face of the earth. You know, and being a part of that alphabet community, because don't get it twisted. The B in the LGBT acronym for the wicked lifestyle, the alphabet lifestyle. That B is not only for bisexual. That B is for bestiality too. Yeah, the B in that is for bestiality also, because all of them in the same clique. And then the PDF files and all these nonsense, all of them in the same clique. Alright, this is more than ever why, you know, the Lord, as he said in 2nd John 15 and I think verse 4 or 5, but 2nd John 15 and I think it's from 5. Alright, yeah, I'll start from 5. 2nd John 15 and 5, where it reads, Behold, say the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, and death, and destruction. Why, Lord? For wickedness, yeah, for wickedness hath exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled. Alright? Their hurtful works are fulfilled. And the people who are in the earth, who the Lord gave rulership over, the particular people, which is those Edomites, that the Lord gave rulership, gave the world in their hands, you know, to rule and what have you, so forth. How have they been ruling? They are showing that they are unfit. Alright, they are showing that they are unfit to rule. Hence the reason why the Lord is going to change it and give it into the hands of those that is fit to rule, starting with Yahweh Shai. Alright, because this world is a sick place. Alright? Wickedness polluted the earth. Wickedness take over the earth. And these people are in rulership. And they're carrying on that wickedness. Now tell me this thing. Tell me this thing. Esau could always be Esau and will never change from being Esau. Alright? You call a spade, you call a shovel. And Esau is the wicked and they are wicked. That is where it is. Plain out. Yeah? Plain out. Alright? Alright? And I will end with this last scripture here. Because I didn't intend for this edification to be long. Alright, this is Sirach 10 and 4. Alright? It reads, the power of the earth is in the hand of the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, and in due time he will set over it one that is profitable, which is Yahweh Shai. Yeah, which is Yahweh Shai. Alright? And when Yahweh Shai comes to rulership, this is the only way all these wickedness that is taking place in the face of the earth could come to an end. Alright? There is where it is here. So, hey, I hope you all are edified through the power and spirit of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Your brother Kahan from the GMS Prophetic Vibration Camp here in Trinidad, signing out, saying Kal Halayam, La Alahayanawa Yahweh, Ba'asham Yahweh Shai, Ba'asham Rakaha Kodash, Barakata Yahweh, Barakata Yahweh Shai, Barakata Yahweh, Barakata Yahweh Shai, Barakata Yahweh, Barakata Yahweh Shai. Double orders unto the apostles, the bishops, the elders of great millstone that rule well. Salutation unto the brothers who preach and teach on His truth through all the four corners of the earth, risking their lives and the freedom to do so now more than ever. Shalom unto the speckled Israelites, and shalom unto the very few but faithful Akwat. Until then, we say shalom Yashirallah, Wabad Babal unto Esau, Wabad Babal unto America.